A tough Tuesday for the U.S. financial markets. Stocks fell on weakness in bank and healthcare shares. Investors skittish after President-elect Donald Trump said he would target companies over drug prices and that he was ready to unveil a plan to repeal Obamacare. Investors were also nervous about what his policies will mean to world trade, according to Recon Capital's Kevin Kelly.
A lot more nervousness, especially as you've seen other world leaders come out and say, hey, we're not going to just fold, we're not going to redo these trade agreements, we're going to really focus, and you've got nationalistic and protectionist policies at the forefront.
Morgan Stanley shares fell even though its profit doubled in the fourth quarter thanks to a surge in trading activity. Walmart stock rose after the retailer said it would create 10,000 jobs in the United States this year. General Motors says it will invest $1 billion in its factories in 2017. The top automaker also says it will move some of its parts production from Mexico to the United States. Turning to Europe, British American Tobacco has agreed to a $49.4 billion takeover of U.S. rival Reynolds American, creating the world's biggest listed tobacco company after it increased an earlier offer by more than $2 billion. Deutsche Bank has signed a $7.2 billion settlement with the U.S. Department of Justice over its sale and pooling of toxic mortgage securities in the run-up to the 2008 financial crisis. As for the major European country indexes, they closed lower in Tuesday's session.
I don't know if anybody else sees what I see here in this situation. You go back to the campaign trail, and Trump. What was he saying back then? He's going to negotiate. He's the best negotiator. So and that's what he's doing right now. With China, with BMW, and even Mexico. He's negotiating 35% tax on anything, any imports, and so they're going to crumble like dominoes. Once one domino goes down, they all go down. So they're going to try and hold out as long as they can. But they're not going to be able to hold out forever. You can't consume yourself and survive. That's not how global economics work. You need to make money outside of the country too. So he's going to negotiate these deals on an individual basis, depending on what goods we're getting from where. And even China is going to have to work it out, because the United States is the #1 consumer in the world. So they all want our market. But like Trump says, they got to all play fair. And they're going to realize within the first 100 days that they're going to have to play fair. I mean, you think about it, what's 100 days? It's almost a third of a year. So that means after one quarter, after Trump is elected, they're going to realize that they can't keep going. They're going to lose too much money if they don't cooperate. And they can make a lot more money if they do cooperate. So Trump's a genius. Don't lose faith yet. Just give it some time, and these stocks are going to start climbing soon. Once they realize we gotta play ball. People's going to invest in them because they're going to see that they're going to succeed under Trump's administration.